We're awake, we're alive, got the fire in our eyes. We're the kings, we're the queens, and if this is just a dream, don't wanna wake up. Let this feeling break up. We're running free, running wild, never running out of style. Got the fight, got the stuff, got the never giving up. Not gonna shake us, nothing's gonna break us. You know the part of the song, everybody sings along. Well, that's us, listen up, shout it out and talking all night. The end is nowhere in sight. From the streets to the tracks, here's to never looking back. Cause the past doesn't last, long as we're together. Just keeps getting better, just keeps getting better. We know every moment, like the clock is broken, never stopping, never slowing. Yeah, we're living wide open, unwinding every moment, like the clock is broken, never stopping, never slowing. Yeah, we're living wide open.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Manning's Giants going up against Rodgers' Packers. With that, let's get you up to Green Bay, Wisconsin, where we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And the Green Bay Packers. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Shift together here from the D-line. One back is Lacey. He'll get it running right. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And a wide receiver to watch in this offense, certainly Jordy Nelson.
And most defenses watch him run past them. Jordy Nelson can run every route in the route tree, and take it to the house.
On second down, Lacey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Partners, we well know long kickoff returns set up big-time momentum for the team with the ball. But how about the defense? They've gone on the field, understood the situation, and really have held up strong.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Get down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Now Rodgers will handle Lacey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run it with Lacey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
Look at the eye. Check 3.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Back near the goal line. Here's Manning. Dancing to his left. And his first pass is incomplete. Here we go now with a look at the offensive starters for the New York Football Giants.
And Rashad Jennings, a running back, 7th-round pick when he came out. People tended to overlook him a little bit. But the last half of 2015, when he got the ball full-time, he showed his wares. Over 800 yards, he definitely has a 1,000-yard season in his future.
Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense. I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he?
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran, taking what the defense will give him.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing on 1st down is Manning. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Again, it's Lacey. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. A beautiful fake. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. And let's get a look at the Green Bay defense.
Demarius Randall's a versatile player. Played both safety and cornerback in college. They're using those same skills in the NFL.
To throw is Manning. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, we talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And he slings one that's incomplete. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. 10 yards to go on 3rd. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll give the Giants a first down. Manning now on 1st down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Rashad Jennings taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Eli's going to throw, and it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2, they convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Throwing now is Manning. Buying time to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Second down now after the incompletion. Manning will try again on second down. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
He's got Adams on the hookup. They get 14 yards there and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Manning, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Now it looks like we got the big tight end still down after the last play. Well, you can bet that they would hate to be without his services. Jennings, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Rashad Jennings with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. They'll look to throw, and this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
The light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's all with me? Who's all with me?
On the car, it's like a weekend at Bernie's, and baby, you with the party. bring a friend along, yeah. Now, I got paper and I ain't gon' chase you, baby. I'm gon' take you down. Now, come on, shake it, baby. Turn that around. I'm like, oh, my Lord.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Manning's Giants going up against Rodgers' Packers. With that, let's get you up to Green Bay, Wisconsin, where we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. Ready for football now from sunny Wisconsin. And off we go from Lambeau. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And not ideal there, Charles. Poor.
Call it, Babe Ruth ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower and I'm a... So sue me, who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies, if life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant, trolling on the internet, no respect. Haven't moved out of your parents' basement yet. Big neck, coming with the beat that's gonna break your neck.
You can hear me now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11. Blow it up straight to heaven. Drop the big beat so they gotta listen. Yeah, you can hear me now. We're just a couple of weirdos coming to your city, sending bass into your earlobes like your bleached out hairdos.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features two of the leading wide receivers from the 2014 NFL Draft class. It's Odell Beckham Jr. going up against Sammy Watkins. With that, let's send you up to Orchard Park in Western New York, where we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New York Giants and a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line. And the Buffalo Bills. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Back near the goal line. Here's Manning. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. They'll get 23 yards there. And that'll be good for a Giants first. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, 74 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions. And whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, let's go. Flex round.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. All right, let's take a look at the offensive starters and the second-round pick out of USC. One to talk about, Robert Woods.
I think a lot of people thought maybe he was ticketed for stardom coming out of USC. Has always been a great route runner, much more of a complimentary receiver, but they can utilize that in a big way and have him open up things in the middle. I know the object for us when we call games is to be neutral, but I have to tell you, I am rooting so hard for Sammy Watkins to have an injury-free next season, just to see everything that he can do and give himself the best opportunity so that we can see it.
Yeah, over the last 2 years, he's missed 11 games. It's tough. The one bright spot for him, though, is Clemson Tigers did win the national championship.
Yeah, I think that's going to give him a little bit of comfort, but what he wants more than anything, a healed foot and a chance to be the #1 receiver he was drafted to be.
And Buffalo wants that, too. Now Taylor to throw on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Charles, for the Giants defense here, looking forward to next season, what do they need to improve and where are they solid?
I think that they'll want to continue to get better at the linebacker position. I think they want to add another pass rusher because Olivier Vernon, who was a free agent pickup in 2016, did a tremendous job coming off the edge. I thought they really shored up their interior with Damon Harrison, a defensive tackle. Landon Collins played at an MVP level on the defensive side of the ball as safety, and Janoris Jenkins became an eraser out on the corner.
No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up fourth. So on fourth down, the Bills call on the punt unit, and Colton Schmidt. Back deep, it's Odell Beckham. Here's Beckham. 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. And here comes the Giants' offense back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On first down, Manning. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Bills team up to bring him down there. Manning to throw on second down. Cruz has it over the middle. A nice pick up there, 10 yards. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
To throw, it's Manning. Out on the right, this is Cruz. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant. How about the timing on that one? Where they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. That is caught. Here's a nugget, Charles, on OBJ. This year he had 101 catches, now 288 for his first 3 years in the league. That ties him with his former LSU teammate, Jarvis Landry, for most catches for a receiver in their first 3 years in the NFL.
And just think about it this way. LSU is known as a running back factory as well. So wide receivers coming into the league and doing the damage they're doing, absolutely incredible. But I do know this. OBJ will tease his former teammate and say, don't forget, we're tied. But I missed a few games my rookie year. If I'd played those games, I'd be way ahead of you.
Eli's going to throw, and they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just come.
And McCoy loses the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. So the fumble recovery, and now Manning. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Manning again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw here is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Jarrell Adams, 31 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, All that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter.
4 down. Here we go.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. This is Jennings. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller.
And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Eli Manning on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. So they're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now it's Taylor. He sets to fire deep and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38.
Now Taylor. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No, let's go.
I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they have been perennials. How about Denver? Remember last year, they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a couple a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck, one of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong. Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Here's Taylor. And got him in. It's Woods. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams in Arizona, those in London, and then Mexico is going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all of these places. In Mexico, for the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup. On 3rd down, Taylor. Right side complete. That's Woods. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Woods, 53 yards. And the Bills get a bit closer. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now out come the Giants. Manning now on 1st down. Cruz has it over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And they're going to speed things up here. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are. And
he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Woods Watkins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills cut into that lead.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, three that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all three could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams. They get the young quarterback going, and that defense continues to live up to expectations. They can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. On first down, Manning being chased out left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Manning again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. He's got Cruz complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Jennings. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 49 yards out. And Gold is able to put it through, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a real...
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And the Bills have recovered. And here come the Bills. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and then even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance and all that.
And it's a fumble, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there, but how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. From the gun on third down, it's Taylor. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he drew
yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice.
And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. Jerry Hughes able to drop him for a loss of 4. And quickly they get to the line. Manning to throw on second down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this third down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. Steps away to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
On these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. The play clock's running down. Manning indeed going for it on 4. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. And the Giants' all-time leader in passing yards and completions and touchdowns, just another connection.
No doubt about it. That's the Eli Manning we know. Pushing the ball downfield and with proficiency.
Now it's Jennings. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to...
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard from 3 yards out. And the Giants add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. That's complete. It's Jerome Felton, the fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old-school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. He's got time in the pocket. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go!
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. Backing up. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Here's Taylor. That's complete. Right around the 8. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And that's caught. Watkins. Touchdown, Buffalo. Sammy Watkins from 4 yards out. And the Bills get a bit closer. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short, and this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. Throwing on first down is Manning. And incomplete on the deep ball. Jarrell Adams, the tight end, was the target. That'll bring up second down.
It looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
to the air on second down. It's Manning. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Throwing is Manning on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. The Giants do snap it. It's Manning. And he's got Will Tye complete. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play. And on fourth and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. Manning now on first down, eluding the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
On second down, here's Manning. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
On third and long, it's Manning. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's fourth down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Manning diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of it.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. Finding time. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On third down, Taylor. He's got time. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And tough starting field position here. So after the INT, it's Manning. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. But he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Now, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Manning. Cruz has it over the middle. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They run for it with Marine. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Left side here, caught by Clay. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold it.
He trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive because...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Manning gonna throw here. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Now Manning. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
from midfield. Here's Manning. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jarrell Adams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Now it's Taylor surveying the field. Now a desperate, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the longtime Bengal, Leon Hall.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And this looks to probably be the final play. Manning looking to throw it. Flush to his right. Looking for Cruz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Graham. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.